Alright, what's up guys? So today I'm here. I'm going to teach y'all how to care for a red-eared slider, which is a type of turtle that I have. So you have my red-eared slider right here. She is a female. Females will grow about, the average turtle lifespan is about 15 to 20 inches long. 20 years long. 15 to 20 years long, and they should get maybe about 10 to 12 inches long. The females do get bigger than the males. And today I just thought I'll tell y'all how to handle and keep a red-eared slider. So my red-eared slider, I've been working for the past couple of weeks on getting her a lot calmer. And so how to tell if they're female, how to tell their gender is they have to be about the size I have mine. But if you look at their tail, you see how her tail isn't that long? Well, the less, so males will have a longer tail that will reach to about their back foot. And so their tails are a lot longer, but the females are a lot smaller. Red ears, they also have nerves in the back of the shell that you can pet sometimes. And what I've done is it actually has made her a little bit calmer when I pet her shell. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been working on taming her, and so I am able now to hand feed her, which I will show y'all. You have this little awesome little turtle mix right here that has meat pieces. I always get this for her. And so a little dried shrimp. So she might not be hungry because I fed her yesterday. I just fed her yesterday. I don't think she will be hungry. She needs, I forgot about that, but she needs water to eat her food. But with a couple weeks of working, you can maybe get your turtle to, because yesterday she made me very proud. I was able to hold her and give her food, and she ate it. So she made me very proud yesterday about that. So one thing about red-eared sliders is you always hold it from the back of their shell, because they don't have really long necks like snapping turtles or such. So if you hold them in the back of their shell, they can't snap at you. My turtle, she's always been a very calm turtle, but she's nipped at me a couple times, but I've never had her bite me before. They grow to be pretty big, and so does mean it is kind of hard to keep turtles. Today I just thought I would do it outside, but normally she has about a 30-40 gallon water tank. And right now I'm working on getting a pond. I'm fighting for a little pond. One thing that they love is at least my turtle, she loves grass. So see, she just loves walking outside, stuff like that. But she has been getting a lot less like angry and stuff like that. Like when I first got her, she was maybe like this big. She wasn't that big, but now she's maybe a good 7-8 inches maybe from tip of head to tail, which I think is pretty cool. So the water needs to be about 78 to 80 degrees to care for a red-eared turtle. And one awesome little treat that you can do is fish. In my tank I have 2 goldfish and I think 2 minnows. She will, right when we put in more minnows, we'll get about maybe 10 minnows, and right when we put them in, she's going all around there, hunting them down and stuff like that. So they are, I have to say, a pretty good type of turtle to have. Like, they're never really mean, at least mine isn't, but they have been known to sometimes be like rude, snap at you, hiss. My turtle, she's hissed a little bit at me, but I've only had her for a year and she's never even bit me because I've made sure to use good handled care. And one thing that I wanted to tell y'all is to know if your turtle is mating. They will do this weird little finger dance where their fingers will like interlace with each other. So let me show y'all what that looks like, kinda. It looks like this. They're kind of like laced in between each other, just tickling each other, you could say. And that is their mating dance. I used to have 3 turtles, but they kept trying to mate. And so one of them we gave to school, is now a class pet, and the other lives at my dad's house, which he is pretty cool. I found out he was a he just a couple weeks ago. But I've never really had her hiss at me. And one thing that is essential for her is a basking dog. Basking dogs, they need, or they'll get this thing called shell rot, where their shells will basically rot off. And their shells are part of their body. So if their shell breaks, they'll die, unless you get immediate attention to the shell, like a veterinarian or something like that. My turtle, she's never had anything bad. One thing you don't want is like small rocks, something that she can swallow, because it could create an obstruction. Like today, a couple of days ago, I had to take the snail shell out of there because we had snails. That helped clean up some algae. Also, algae eaters are really good to clean up algae, like build up algae and stuff like that. But if you have any fish, you need, I forgot what it's called, but it's this thing that blows little bubbles. But you also can't have too many fish because they'll cause pneumonia. And pneumonia can kill your turtle and fish. So you gotta be careful with that. You definitely need a filter and change water as frequent. You gotta change turtles' water pretty frequently, but they should live pretty long as they're in good care. And even in bad care, they're built for bad care, and so even in bad care, they'll live good 15 to 20 years. My turtle, I hope she'll live a little bit longer than that. She should be about maybe. I got her so small that me and my mom think she may be like 2-3 years old, but we don't. I know I've had her for 1 year. In February, I think will be the 2nd or 3rd. But she's just a really calm turtle. One thing to do to tame her is try to hand feed her. Try to hand feed the red ear. Like what I do is one awesome little thing. If you can find this at PetSmart, it's this aquatic turtle food. It's the little pellets. She doesn't really like it too much because I've worked the meat into her diet, and she loves the meat. She'll just eat that all up, and so I recommend getting little tiny shrimp or crickets that are very small. One awesome little thing that you can put in there that you won't know if they're dead, but she'll hunt them down, or at least my turtle will hunt them down, is ghost shrimp. Ghost shrimp are really good for a turtle. That they can hunt them, and it just keeps them active if they have little fish. So that's why I recommend getting fish. One awesome little treat that I've been feeding her is live worms that you can get at a local academy or any like bait store that sells live worms, because you can put a live worm in there and she'll go after that. She just devours worms. That's like her favorite little treat, so I feed her that every now and then whenever I get a bucket of worms, and those should hold over a couple of feedings. One thing is you don't need to feed red ear turtles every day. You don't need to feed red ear turtles every day. That they will be perfectly fine without being fed every day. My food schedule is every Wednesday and Saturday, and she'll be fine. She won't starve or anything like that. You definitely need a basking dock and basking light. The basking dock, the closer it is to the light, the better, because that means that she is getting the warmth of it, and that keeps their shell nice and good. Because if they don't have good shell, they'll get shell rot, and like I said, shell rot will kill them. And if you see the tail, see how small that is, that tail? That means she's a female also, if you didn't catch it last time. And one other thing is look at those. If you look at the nails, you see how small they are? Males have a lot longer nails. They should have maybe 2-3 inch long nails at this size, but mine's a female, so she doesn't have too long nails. One thing that I did want to know about, but it is perfectly fine, is on the back feet. One of their fingers might have or one of their little finger things, I don't know what they're called, they won't have little nails. That's perfectly fine, it's just how they are. But turtles, they need pretty big tanks and they'll live a long time. My turtle, she's kind of going a little bit fast, but one good thing is taking her out on little walks. Like I'll take her out in the front yard and she just absolutely loves it. When feeding her, you have to make sure she's in water. If she isn't in water, she can't swallow. She has to have water to swallow. Hopefully this was informational about how to care for a red-eared turtle, but so hopefully this might persuade y'all to get a red-eared turtle, and make sure to stay safe during Corona. Thanks.